All right, so this is game talk, man. I want to talk about one of my favorite games for a couple minutes, man. Zone of the Enders, man. Let me show you a little. Let me tell you about a brief story. So when I first played this game, okay, I first saw about it in the old PlayStation magazine. I think it was Game Informer. They had it was a PlayStation magazine talking about the PlayStation 2. They were showing off Orphan as an old game, old RPG. Um, I don't think I beat that game. They showed off Ridge Racer. That's another game I'm gonna talk about. Another one of my favorites. And I remember this one was in there too, but it was part one, and they got a lot of hype at the time because it was, or attention, because it was bundled with Metal Gear Solid 2. Yeah, Metal Gear Solid 2, the demo, and people bought it because of that. And it kind of got my attention because of that too. But Zone of Enders itself, well, the robot, I mean the mech game, sorry, I loved it, man. I remember playing it and like beating it and stuff. And, I first watched my friend play it at his house, and it was like super fast and everything else, and it's like I don't play like other robot games, 'cause, I mean, I like Gundam, but all the Gundam games was like super slow and clunky, and this came out, it just was like awesome all over the place. And I really, I loved it, dude. And like, I didn't really comprehend the story or like what was actually going on until I like played it later. But then they announced part two, and it's like I was hyped for part two. I played the demo. I still have the demo to this day. Anubis hit with his arms instead of the side in the demo. I don't know if anybody recognized that, but I got like several copies of the games due to like art books and stuff like that, man. But it's just I don't know why people won't catch on to this game, man. Then it like came out in VR not so long ago. Oh man, dude, Zone of the Enders, dude. The colors, the the short but long storyline, the different mechs and everything else. The art by Yoji Shinkawa, man. Yoji Shinkawa is one of my favorite artists. He inspired me a lot. Um, yeah, like his art is all through it, and Hideo Kojima's direction with it, which I want to know how much influence he had with the story and stuff and all that. And I can't remember the story exactly how this idea came about, but I remember read like Yoji Shinkawa used to draw these mechs and everything, but it's just it translated so well. So I don't know if it's a combination of his art. Well, it is a combination of his art and everything together, but oh man, there's just a game that I really wish um, was more in the mainstream as far as like I don't know, America. I mean, not America, but like the gaming community here. I know people know about it in Japan, but it's like it's not that popular here, and I just wish it was, man. Like I remember I was the only one that pre-ordered it and stuff. Just man, I really it just it's a piece of my gaming history I'd never forget. And when I first started like really looking at games, it's like yo, I want to create this stuff, which I did that all my life, but here it just was I don't know, it articulated it. It's like all the stuff that's going on. Like look now the lasers and stuff like that. And there was a bunch of slowdown in the PlayStation. You're like, why is that? Well, a bunch of stuff is happening and just the fighting and everything, dude. Like right here, fighting Neptus, and you have to like use the repel technique and delete the AI and stuff. And this boss fight here was, classic, man. uh, and I don't know. It's like, oh man, the lasers, dude. Anubis. And then the two-player mode. Oh, and gorgeous 60 FPS, dude. Oh man. It's one of my dreams to like. I don't know what Konami's gonna do with this. I heard Sony just bought three of Konami's IPs. They bought the Silent Hill. They bought Castlevania, and there was one more. But nothing about Zone of Enders, dude. And I'm shocked. But I mean, to be honest with you, I personally would like to make a Zone of Enders. I would. I would like to take the art that they had for part three and actually make it. And that's one Sony didn't mention, which is it's weird, man. I don't know why they didn't buy it, but it's kind of cool because see, like Sony is working with Hideo Kojima with the Decima engine and stuff, and they just bought those three. So if they buy those three, then guess what? They bought Metal Gear also. Sorry, well, in the works of doing it. That is Metal Gear and all those series back with Kojima. So that is, yo, that's pretty smart of Sony, and it might happen. I don't know what all Konami's doing, and a lot of people hate them and stuff, but they got that in Contra too, and Contra's another game I wouldn't mind. You know, I want to say if I got good enough. I know I'm good enough, but if I just had enough recognition to get out there and be able to walk up to this company and say, "Hey, look, I want to make this," and they would say, let's let them do it." Yeah, man. But Zone of Enders, man. If you haven't played it, play it, and play part one and play part two, and trust me, it's a mixture of mech and anime all in one, man. It's an awesome game. This scene right here, man. Zone of the Enders.